let's talk to Tim, who is our pathway through. Oh no, we do the yes/no poll, of course. I tell you, there's just so much business we've got to take care of on a Friday evening. Hey, look, it's simple enough. Are Arsenal going to win the league or what? Yes, no. Email your answer, arsenaltv@arsenal.co.uk. Thanks a lot. Now then. We will get in touch with the virtual world of Arsenal right now, right here, right now. We're going to talk to Tim, who I'm not sure is a blogger or runs a website, or we'll find out in due course. Anyway, the website in question, www.7amkickoff.com. That isn't a reference, by the way, to how they move kickoffs around, although I'm looking forward to the day, to be perfectly honest. It is, of course, a reference to what time Arsenal fans on the other side of the Atlantic have to get up to watch games on TV there. Tim Bostelle joins us on the Fans Forum. Tim, welcome to the home of football. Good to have you with us.
Hello.
Hello, Tim.
How's everybody?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you?
Good. I have a bit of a cold, so...
That's all right. Well, we wish you better. At least you haven't got a broken leg. Most other people around here do. Tim?
Yeah.
Can you just tell us the game against Wolves tomorrow? Just put us in the picture. Where will you be watching? Where in the States? Where in that town or city? Where? What time will you be getting up? Who will you be watching it with? What's the scene?
Well, a bunch of Gooners from Tacoma. This is a town I live in south of Seattle. We actually have to watch it on Fox Soccer Plus, and that is it's a pay-only channel here in the States. And basically, so what I do is I go to my local pub. A friend of mine owns a pub, and he opens at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So that to show these games. And the pub that we go to is Doyle's here in Tacoma, and yeah, there'll be a bunch of us down there, and it's a great crowd. And you know, it's the Wolves game, but also there's a whole bunch of other stuff going on, and fans from all the different clubs show up, and we all watch football together.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, how many will be in there, Tim?
How many Arsenal supporters?
Yeah.
Well, on a good day, in Tacoma. Now, mind you, Tacoma's a small city.
Yeah, yeah.
But on a good day, we can get 10 or so. Depends on the game. The Champions League game last week against Barcelona, that got a pretty good crowd.
Yeah,
so.
well, A, it's a better kickoff time, isn't it, for the west coast of America, and B, all the glory hunters turn out, don't they? So, Tim, just explain to me about 7amkickoff.com. Do you blog on there, or is that your website, or what?
Actually, there's a couple other writers on the site right now. I have one guy from the West Coast who's a expat, and his name's Grimbo, and he writes occasionally. And then I have a guy named Cherry who lives in London, and he's going to do a match report for tomorrow's match.
Okay.
But I do the bulk of the writing. I write every day from about 4 a.m. till about 7 a.m.
Dear.
So
fair play to you. What you've been writing about? Actually, tell me this. What were you writing on Thursday morning?
I've only been watching football for about 11 years, so I really didn't know what to think of that match. I'll just be totally honest with you. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen. So I actually just posted a bunch of questions for my readers to sort of help me make sense of that. I mean, the first 60 minutes was just insanity, and then Arsenal comes back, and Theo comes on, and he just I mean, I still, to this day, I still don't know what to think about that match.
No, absolutely.
And I have it on DVR. I could watch it again, but I'm afraid to watch it again.
I know. I had a mate, and you say you've only been watching football 11 years. I've got a mate who's been watching football a lot longer than that, and it was great. The text I got after the game, he went all Dr. Spock, not Dr. Spock, Mr. Spock on me. The text just read, unbelievable. Totally illogical. That was like, I think there's some kind of poetry there, isn't there? They have these, just how much can you compress it? And just 3 words, unbelievable, totally illogical. And that kind of worked for me. But how about generally, Tim? What you say you're writing for kind of 3 hours a day. Do you write really slow, or do you have a lot to say for yourself, young man?
I actually have to do a lot of research because, like I said, I've only been watching the game for 11 years. So at times I mess things up. But I have to do a lot of research on the game and on the history of the game and on Arsenal and on the history of these two teams that are going to play, depending on the day. And I also have to write about something that's interesting that's not just a regurgitated match report or something like that. So I try to write something, a different perspective, my perspective on the game as somebody who's kind of new to this and somebody who just is totally in love with the Arsenal. So.
Yeah, that's what we like to hear. Tim, it's great to speak to you. You know your website, just in case people want to go, people including me actually want to log on and have a look. Is it 7 the word or 7 just the number?
It's 7 the number, 7 a.m. kickoff, all one.
All right, fantastic. So 7amkickoff.com. Coming to you live from Tacoma in, what state's that in, Tim?
Washington State.
Okay, Tacoma in Washington. I'll tell you what, I'm having that. That's the Arsenal-speaking world. Tim, great to talk to you. Enjoy Doyle's at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Hope you'll be celebrating with the rest of us. Thanks very much indeed for joining us on the Fans Forum tonight.